Chief Medical Officer Dr. Yilneth had served aboard the galactic research vessel Harmony for 15 years, treating injuries across 47 different species. Her medical bay was equipped with the most advanced healing technology in known space, and her expertise in xenobiology was legendary throughout the sector. Nothing in her training had prepared her for treating humans. The explosion in Engineering Base 7 had been catastrophic. A plasma conduit failure had released enough energy to vaporize most organic matter within a 50-meter radius. The blast had been so severe that structural integrity throughout the section was compromised, and radiation levels were registering at lethal exposure limits for most galactic species. When the emergency teams reached the site, they expected to find nothing but atomized remains. Instead, they found Chief Engineer Mike Torres standing in the center of the blast zone, examining a damaged control panel with mild annoyance.
"Well, that's inconvenient,"
Mike muttered, brushing what appeared to be soot off his uniform.
"Gonna need to reroute the whole power grid."
The rescue team stared in paralyzed shock at the human, who should have been a cloud of superheated particles, but instead was treating a catastrophic explosion like a minor workplace inconvenience.
"Torres!"
called Lieutenant Zixthera through the comm system, her voice cracking with disbelief.
"Are you alive?" "Yeah, just singed a bit,"
Mike replied, running his fingers through hair that was smoking slightly.
"Blast knocked me across the bay, but nothing major. Though I think I need new boots. These ones got a bit melted."
Dr. Yilneth arrived at the medical bay in full crisis mode, her emergency team prepared for massive trauma treatment. Her scanners were already analyzing atmospheric contamination levels and preparing radiation purge protocols. Mike walked in under his own power, leaving slightly radioactive footprints.
"Doc, can you check if my eyebrows are still there?"
he asked casually.
"I think they got a bit crispy."
Dr. Yilneth's 4 optical organs attempted to process what she was seeing. According to every medical protocol in her database, the human standing before her should be dead 17 different ways. Her scanners showed radiation exposure that would have killed most species within minutes, thermal damage that should have caused complete system shutdown, and pressure trauma equivalent to being crushed by a small starship. Mike seemed primarily concerned about his appearance.
"How?"
Dr. Yilneth whispered, her translator struggling with the stress harmonics in her voice.
"The blast registered 47,000 thermal units. The radiation exposure alone should have." "Oh, that..."
Mike nodded understandingly.
"Yeah, humans are pretty hard to kill permanently. We've got redundant systems, high temperature tolerance, natural radiation resistance. Earth's sun puts out some nasty stuff, so we evolved accordingly."
Dr. Yilneth began running comprehensive scans while her medical team gathered around in horrified fascination. The readings defied everything they understood about biological limitations.
"Your cellular structure appears to be repairing itself,"
she observed, watching damaged tissue regenerate in real time.
"At an impossible rate. Healing factor,"
Mike explained cheerfully.
"Most injuries sort themselves out given enough time. Though I should probably mention I'm feeling a bit dizzy." "Dizzy?"
Dr. Yilneth's instruments immediately began searching for critical system failures.
"Yeah, haven't eaten in about 6 hours. You got any snacks? Getting blown up really works up an appetite."
Dr. Yilneth stared at her patient, who was requesting food after surviving what should have been instant death. Her medical training had covered treating everything from crystalline fractures to gaseous consciousness dispersal, but nothing had prepared her for a species that treated lethal trauma as mild inconvenience.
"Nurse Squeaky,"
she called to her assistant,
"please retrieve nutritional supplements from storage and contact the ship's engineers. We need to upgrade our medical bay's diagnostic capabilities." "Upgrades, Doctor?" "Apparently our current equipment can't properly assess the medical status of beings who are functionally immortal,"
Dr. Yilneth replied, watching Mike examine his reflection in a medical scanner to check if his hair was still symmetrical. 3 hours later, Mike was back in Engineering Base 7, installing replacement plasma conduits while humming what humans called
classic rock.
The medical bay had been upgraded with new warning signs reading,
"Caution. Human injury assessments may not align with conventional medical expectations."
Dr. Yilneth updated her medical protocols to include a new category,
Deathworlder Incident Response. Assume patient survival regardless of apparent fatal trauma.
She also submitted a formal request for hazard pay when treating humans, noting that caring for beings who could walk off death was extremely stressful for conventional medical practitioners. Mike sent her a thank you card the next day, along with homemade cookies, and a note that his eyebrows had grown back completely.